Okay, so this is a distance day in the life of two of the top runners in the state. Today it's gonna be me and Calvin. We're gonna be training. We're gonna be doing double threshold. So the purpose of a double threshold workout is it's not something that we commonly do because it's two hard workouts in a day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and you try to recover as much as possible between them. But the purpose of a double threshold is to spend as much time as possible at that lactate threshold, which can be defined as the lactate threshold is like when the amount of lactate in your blood increases and is no longer steady. So if you train just under that, you can get a lot of quality in without sacrificing too much recovery. And it really helps with staying healthy and minimizing risks. So that's what we're doing today, and I hope you enjoy.
We are here at the COCC track. Today we'll be doing double threshold. Double threshold is a staple in our training block. With no races this week, good opportunity to get a good training weekend. So let's go warm up.
Only hit 2 miles for the warm-up, but today we're just doing 1.5 mile warm-up and cool down for both the AM and the PM session because we don't want to have too much volume on the day, and just focus on the threshold and not over volume.
All right, so today's AM workout is 4 to 5 times 2K at LT1, which means this.
Okay, so quickly defining the terms. LT1 can also be called aerobic threshold. And this is basically the moment, if you look at this graph, where the amount of lactate in your blood just starts increasing. It's not a significant increase, it's not uncontrollable, but it starts increasing just a little bit. So you have a pace for that. Obviously that can change based off the days, but it's a rough estimate. And then a lot of people, like professionals, measure their lactate with a lactate meter to make sure, for LT1 sessions, their lactate isn't increasing at all. Or for LT2 sessions, their lactate isn't increasing too drastically. But if you look at this graph, if you look at the LT2 session, which is what we're doing in the afternoon, that's a faster pace. That's a pace you can sustain if you had to in an all-out race for approximately an hour. It depends on the person. And that's when it starts to increase significantly, which is why you do reps. During the rest, lactate comes back down, and then you just keep building it up and down, which is why you don't do one continuous run, but you have like short rest to keep the lactate high, but it keeps coming down, and you want it to stay pretty stable. And LT1 is slightly slower in marathon pace for well-trained individuals, so 2 to 3 hours, more like maybe 3 hours you could keep it, and then LT2 is like an hour. So yeah.
Basically just trying to stay controlled, have another session in the PM, so just trying to make it as easy as possible. I'm gonna go around like 5:20 mile pace, probably around like 3:20 per K, so that's like around 6:40 for the 2Ks. We can go like 6:38 or something, and 75 seconds rest between, so just pretty aerobic. LT1, and then in the afternoon we're doing LT2. So it's go time when the glasses come on. Let's get it.
How was the workout, Finley?
It's pretty good. I mean, I felt a little underfueled, so do as I say, not as I do. Oh, I only ate one banana, but which probably isn't enough for like 2K threshold reps, but it was alright. I mean, it wasn't like, it was, you just always imagine the morning session being like easier in your head. You're like, oh, it's gonna be really easy. And it was like pretty easy, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you get to the afternoon and it low-key feels better. I don't know. Maybe because you actually get a meal in, but it was fine. It was good.
We did 4x2K. It was 4 to 5, but we just did 4. I was feeling a little tired, but I think it was a good decision to just do 4.
Yeah, hopefully we
And
can do 10
save it up
Ks in the afternoon.
for the afternoon and feel better in the afternoon.
What splits did we hit?
We hit 6:38, 6:38, 6:36, and last one 6:35. It was good.
Immaculate
Got
pacing.
some solid work in, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be feeling fresh for the afternoon session.
And hopefully the wind is gone by the afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, warm-up is complete. We out here on the beautiful COCC track post-storm. Storm cleared up just for us, you know what I'm saying? The lightning knew that we were the real bolts. Am I right? But we got 8 to 10, hopefully 10 if we're feeling good by K at Thresh. I did the exact opposite as I did this morning. Instead of underfueling, I overfueled, so now I'm full as hell.
sir.
But that's probably good. So hopefully we feel good. More LT2 pace. 75 seconds rest. Hello, Calvin.
Stay hydrated. Finished our 10 by K.
We
and
managed
cool
to
down.
do 10 by K.
Felt good,
Exact
so we
same
hit
thing
10.
we did last time.
Good progression throughout it. Felt nice, good thresh effort. We were going a little faster towards the end,
Calf
but
was a little tight,
felt
but
good in
for the
control
most
for
part.
the most part. Felt good.
Yes, sir.
Good day for a run.
I'd say the biggest lesson and biggest takeaway I take from today is don't let one run like define your fitness, you know? Because like in
Like
the
that.
morning you're like, oh boy, like this is like slow. It's like my LT1. This is like my long run pace, you know? And you're like, oh, it doesn't like I can do it for a long time, but it just doesn't feel smooth, you know? But I think there's so many factors that contribute to like running, like what you eat, like stress, and like just how you sleep and stuff. And today, like at night, I felt so good. Like that last rep, I hit 259. It felt easier than the 2Ks, honestly. Like it felt so easy. And the rest, we took 75 seconds. I felt like I was recovering so fast. Like after like 30 seconds, I felt like I was totally fine again. So it was a really good workout. It's fun.
Another big takeaway from today is that the Nancy P's bacon, egg, and cheese pockets are delicious.
Now it's time to fuel up and get dinner going. See you, boys.
Love you. Bye.
So this is my typical workout day as a sprinter and jumper. I normally start my day with a little bit of work with the sprint group. Today we are focusing on our conditioning while also, still building speed, which is still extremely important as a sprinter or as a jumper. Our workout was a 300, 2 250s, and 2 150s with 3 minutes rest at about 80-85%. This was definitely one of the harder workouts, but I actually ended up only doing the 300 and 2 250s. I typically do this. I'm normally spend most of my time with the jumps group. So I'll do about half of the sprinting workout and spend the rest of my time with jumpers. This workout today was actually really good. I definitely felt tired afterwards, which does make it a little bit more difficult for me to work on my jumping. However, I recognize the importance of getting sprint work and speed work in as that's a really key factor for a jumper. As well as if you want to do sprints. Moving on to my jump session, I did a couple short approach work for triple jump. And today we were really focusing on lengthening my middle phase. I only have a couple videos. However, we did some long jump as well after this. And I think today was a really successful day.